Okay, game two. Now, Titan's a deck that, I mean, in the previous meta, I would just own. Like, they was my best matchup. I would win. At this point, I'm like, I should be winning against Spelunking, I guess. I usually put in the Inquisition on the play, to be able to nail an amulet on the play. So that's usually what their value is for. Even though generally they're not that good this matchup. So here they're doing their thing. I seem to have an advantage. So here I believe I get rid of the Boseiju just to get them on green so they can't Mirror Pool is basically blank. Vestige, all those are blank lands basically. So I think I grab Mirror Pool because it can theoretically do something. Yeah, so after I have Analyst is the problem, because if they get the 4 mana, they win because they just get a ton of mana. In this case, I grab 1 because I think I wanted to save Thoughts of Ruin for when it would get maximal land destruction. I don't think it would have made a difference. I just, as I think about it, I think, yeah, I think with that Thoughts of Ruin, I think I got 1 land first. Also because I think I would have been down to 2 lands, so I didn't want to Thoughts of Ruin and then not have the land to play the Vindicate after. So yeah, I think that's why I did it, but it will obviously work out because I was able to perfectly nail their 2 lands with the Thoughts of Ruin after the turn after. So now it's like, okay, I mean, at this point, if they're getting to 4, I'm in trouble anyways, so in a pretty good spot. So here the key possible mistake I made was when I Thoughts of Ruin, I left a Sunbaked Canyon thinking like they only have a 1 damage dealing creature. Like I'm gonna be drawing more lands. I'd rather get that extra card down the road and take a bit more damage because I didn't think my life was gonna be in danger. Obviously, you'll see a few turns later, I'm kind of regretting that in hindsight, but I still think that was the right play. Even though obviously I'm getting a bit nervous here. Yeah, so I think here's, yeah, just because they don't have anything else. Here's, I believe, I don't do that yet. Not yet. I do that. Yeah, here's where I'm otherworldly like that, because I know, like, I think the reason why I did that there was because, like, I knew that if I was going to win, I was going to be doing something on a future turn. So I might not even get the chance to play that, at which point they're getting me down 1 damage on them when I'm already at 4. So at this point, I don't think my chances are very high, but I knew, like, if I was going to win, I was going to have to do it at that window. Which as you'll see here, it looks like I have a window here. But it's actually good that I used my thing last turn because I needed that mana to mana tide them here. So again, I think I'm dead here, but I'm lucky to draw this so I can haste out my Haktos. Super clutch. Get the 6. And here the haste is so valuable. I mean, that's why I put the Arena of Glory in as a 1-off. It's like, as I said before, it's like it's not amazing just because a lot of times Haktos is as good as a blocker, but in a case like this, like, you know, who knows what they have, and he's not going to be a blocker next time, so that's just a free 6 damage. Free turn of clock when I'm effectively just racing them. So that, like, this Arena of Glory, basically, it won me this game. So, I mean, they're going to create a token. That's yeah, so here I do that just because I know they're not, like, that 1 damage from the fetch isn't going to make a difference because they don't have a shock or anything that could actually do 2 damage to me next turn, and it slows them down from 1 mana. So that was the idea there. Yeah, even if they do Amulet of Vigor, like, how are they actually going to kill me before I Haktos them unless they get a Dryad? I think that's why I destroyed the green. Yeah, that's why I destroyed the green land. I didn't want them to play Dryad. But yeah. Then from there, yeah, I have no way to handle Haktos. They don't have Dryad to block it, and I just race them when I'm at 4 life. So yeah, I mean, the only questionable play in this was probably leaving the the sack land with Thoughts of Ruin, and that's always an interesting puzzle. Like, how many sack lands do you leave with Thoughts of Ruin? Obviously, it's going to be a balance between how much danger your life is at versus kind of what's your outlook in terms of available cards in hand to do stuff with. So, you know, that was a close call. Obviously, I think, well, actually, well, I mean, I think I would have won had I sacked that land and kept the non-sack lands, but obviously keeping it made things a bit tight at the end. But no, I had a very lucky draw with the Arena of Glory to win me this game and keep the 5-0 alive. And spoiler alert, this is not the last time Lucky Top Deck will save me. So yeah, thanks to some clutch Haktos racing. Tied 1-1 on to game 3.